I have no idea what my audio sounds like, but we shall see because I'm sure you're going to let me know. Hopefully, you can hear me. Finally made it to Raleigh, North Carolina, the land of Waffle House. Ooh, yeah. Man, got to eat Waffle House today. First time in 3 years, I think. Well, since before COVID's the last time I had Waffle House. Man, I'm a happy camper. Hope you guys are doing well out there. All right. Thanks, Roy. Appreciate it. Using the Road Go, and it seems like it's working okay then. That's great. All right. Lighting is what it is. James had waffles this morning. Man, I had me a Waffle House waffle. There just is no better that I know of, I'll tell you. Hey, Hafoto, good to see you. I'm just glad to be here. Man. Gustavo, how you doing, buddy? All right. So hopefully the bandwidth will hold up. Hotel Wi-Fi, you know, we'll see. Yeah, Charles, I might actually look around a little bit while I'm over near Nashville. Yeah, I'm having fun now that I don't have to worry about driving anymore today. Zach, Mr. Zach Z Wade Photo. Yeah, man. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm just glad to get here. I'm just glad to get here and get that part of the drive out of the way. Thanks, James. Appreciate it. All right, Hafoto. Thanks for dropping by. Steve, how you doing, buddy? Roy, I hope you're feeling better. I see that you're in here. Thanks for the audio check earlier. Have to go to bed early, going on an early morning kayak trip. All right, James, have fun, man. Be safe, brother. All right, so just running all this off the Cam Link 4, and using the Rode Go microphone and my handy dandy little aperture light. All right, Jeff and Leslie, been out photographing elk. Man, I imagine you're a little tired too. Yeah, I don't have M&Ms, Zach, but I do. I did pick me up a couple of Snickers bars to have on hand. Uh, Too scared to take your camera on the kayak. We'll settle with my iPhone. There you go, brother. It's probably a wise choice. Luke, how you doing, sir? Who is this? Let's see. Oh, so you're down here in this neck of the woods. Well, vicinity anyway. Maggie Valley in North Carolina. Okay. Yeah, I gotta have my snacks, man. Just about everything Mark takes is a great photo, isn't it? Charles talking about the eagle photos. Ted, good to see you, brother. Yeah, we made it safely to the land of grits, even though I didn't get grits tonight. I got the hash browns instead. Hmm. Yeah, doing well, Luke. Just not too far from bed. When we wrap this up, that'll be about it for me for the night. After fighting the traffic and everything else, it really wasn't too bad. It was just bad in certain spots. Mr. Selective Imagery, how you doing, Jeffrey? Yeah, we got here safe and sound. Yeah, I don't enjoy driving anymore either. I drive across the United States at the drop of a hat. No problem at all. Nowadays, no. Don't want to. Yeah, the Jurassic movie on the back. Yeah, on the background there. Uh, oh, yeah, I'd appreciate it if you guys would drop a like or two. Yeah, I haven't really kept up with. So, what's going on in the photo news? You guys would know. I wouldn't. I've been on the road all day long. Anything new happened today? I'll send out a link or two if people want to jump in. If somebody wants to jump in, I don't know how long I'm going to be. Turn up the movie in the background. All right, Maz, I'll do that. They can't demonetize this live stream because I'm not monetized, so I guess I'm safe to do that. No news today, Zach. Okay, well that's good. I didn't miss anything. I should have done a time lapse all the way here. Uh, could have played a movie back. Uh, Nothing new. Same stuff, just different day. Yep. All quiet before the storm. Man, you got that right, Roy. I believe there's going to be a storm here before long. I still feel like there's going to be a lot happen here. Around the end of this month, things I think are going to really start to shake up. Uh, Greg Wilson. Let's see. You live about 5 hours from the Smoky Mountains. Drove in yesterday and got out a little after 5:30 a.m. this morning. Wow. Oh, that's Jeff and Leslie. I'm sorry. All right, Zach, hang on just a second here. Uh, get the link out there. Throw Jeffrey in here if he wants to jump in. Put Vahagan in. He's probably busy. So, all right, gentlemen, there it goes. Fro had something about new Canon lenses, but didn't really watch it. Okay, Charles. New Hassie looks interesting. Yeah, John Ishii went to I guess, a little Hasselblad review or I don't know, introduction for the H2D. He sent some pictures out, but I guess a lot of people are interested in that camera. Uh, oh, they were all announced today. Imagine that, and I missed it. Daggone it. Oh, man. Jonathan, holding out on buying the Z9, but I'm growing impatient. I hear you, brother. I hear you. Well, you only got, the good thing about that is you only got 4 weeks or so to test the whole idea of whether Nikon is going to announce something, and then you'll be in better shape in the queue for a Z9 somewhere. I think the Z9s are going to be a little easier to get here over the next couple of months. It seems like it. I mean, even I saw that B&H is already up to the July orders. So if B&H is up to July, man, there are a lot of cameras out there to be had by other brick and mortar stores or whatever. Your your 800 is still being made, custom made to your specific specifications. There you go. And Greg, of course, he's been waiting on his forever. Doesn't I don't think mine is going to be made. Oh man, I think I sent that link. Yep. Yeah, guys, it was quite the trip, and from Connecticut, you have a choice. You can do the I-95 corridor, which no way, no, I can't stand it. Um, and then going through Jersey, I mean, if you have a 4-speed, you'll never get out of first gear going through toll booths. Although I don't know if Jersey's changed it. New York finally changed it. Now they just take a snapshot of your license plate and bill you for the toll. No, we're not setting a record tonight. I am going to get some sleep. Yeah, Mike, go ahead, buddy. And John, let's see, Jonathan, let's see. Adorama informed me that there are about 60 backordered Z9s. At one point, it was over 600. They get shipments about monthly. There you go, man. I'm telling you, it's almost caught up. By the end of the year, they will be caught up here in the U.S. I'm not going to speak for everywhere else around the world because they get mad at me when I start talking about, the U.S. is doing pretty good on Z9 orders. We didn't start till, I don't know what it was. Well, we started about 8:30, but picking up a rental car took a while. Mr. Zach, how you doing?
Pretty good, man.
All right. You sound good, look good.
Well,
I just got it seems like one of my
I don't.
streams is having connection issues.
Hmm,
As long as you can hear me, everybody can hear me. I guess we're still working.
I can hear you fine. I
Free.
this
How are you, sir?
studio display had better bokeh all the way across.
Good. How you
Mr.
guys doing?
Doing all right.
Thank you.
Hey, Touch Life Studio, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm in a hotel room down in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm down here for a few days, and then taking off from here and heading over near Nashville, and then up to Kentucky, and then back to Connecticut.
Hey, I smell the Diet Dr. Pepper. It's pretty gross, but I
Man,
paid for it. Yes, I've been so busy this weekend.
your audio's cutting out. Is it because of the bandwidth I have here? I don't know.
Cut out a moment ago. I just started yours.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
If
I think I'm okay, right?
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
hear it. Hey Chuck, if it
Okay.
starts, let me know. I'll pop out and annoying to the audience.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
sometimes
it's
you just
still
have to leave and come back, Zach, and
yeah.
then sometimes it's fine. Just like leave and then get back on.
Yep. Just go all the way out and come back in, Zach. All right. No, he's put you in the bad chair now.
Yeah. Well, at least it's funny now. Now you can hear me with the same mic that you couldn't hear me with last time. I don't know.
Hey guys, out in the audience, you guys seeing any blips on the video on the feed? Because it keeps telling me here that there's a problem with, I don't know, this, using hotel Wi-Fi. That's probably not the best idea.
Oh, your video feed looks fine, Chuck.
Okay,
At least
well,
my end looks fine.
all right.
Has
Zach, go ahead. Let's hear it.
is it choppy?
Yeah.
Sweet shit. Bad.
What are you using for a mic tonight? Okay, yeah, I don't know. It's about half and half. It's, sounds pretty high pitch. Okay. Yeah, video's good all around.
Greg,
Don't know,
saying
Mr. Zach.
it's going to rain in Northern California tomorrow, Greg. That you guys need it.
We got a hurricane out there that's going to wipe out the rest of the West Coast, I think. It's supposed to be bringing a lot of water with it, a lot of rain.
Well, there's no trees left to stop anything, so they'll just have mudslides now.
James says choppy. Mozman says chopping broccoli. Oh. Don't hear you, Zach. Hey, Zach, just go to audio only. And see if it's a bandwidth thing.
Check.
Got a check is what we got.
Check.
Nope, just one check that time.
Yeah.
No. It's like
Oh,
every fifth
so-
word. Every fifth word works.
Okay, so it just told me again. Oops, seems like one of your streams is having connection issues. Stand by. We are trying to restore the connection. I'm wondering if they're talking about the connection with you, Zach.
Check.
A broken check.
Check.
Got to check. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I did.
Okay, now I can hear you. I think.
Back though. Hang on.
No, I talked too soon.
Yeah. Now you're in a delay mode.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
It's like watching an old movie and the lips move and then the words come out like 30 seconds later.
Yeah, Mozman says just say every other word. Say every word 5 times.
Yeah.
Oh man. No kidding, James. I wonder if it is under warranty. Maybe he's having the same problems you had, Jeff. Let's try it again.
Yeah,
Here he is,
I mean,
folks. Here we go.
This is my
All right,
last
Zach.
attempt.
I think
Is
it's
it-
working
how's-
now.
Good, bad, ugly.
Good. You're good.
Swing low. Okay, so I haven't done anything with the camera yet except through OBS Studio, which is like a screen recorder. So everything was set to standard. So you were getting the microphone from the monitor, which there's no way it can be good. And so that's what it was. It wasn't running through my audio interface. So
All right, you're golden now, brother. Hey, Greg, I'll be gone for almost 2 weeks. I'll be back up in Connecticut on the 27th, I think.
when do you reckon you'll be ready to move, Chuck?
As soon as I sell my house in Connecticut
Someday.
someday. So that's part of the trip too, because I'm picking my brother up down in Tennessee. Well, really at Fort Campbell, there in Southern Kentucky. Picking him up, taking him back with me, and we're going through and we're going to clean the house out and just throw it all away, everything in there. Well, I told my brother, I said, you
Not
can
the
have a yard
cameras,
sale if
not
you
the
want.
cameras, Chuck. Don't throw the cameras out.
I mean, everything, Jeffrey, everything. then I'm gonna put a match in the house and call the insurance company.
And then switch to Hasselblad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take the insurance money and get that $39,000 setup.
Oh yeah, Maz is talking about OBS. I tried OBS. It was too complicated for me.
It absolutely bites for live streaming, but it's good for like screen recording.
No, Greg, I don't plan. I'm of course I'm taking a bunch of photos of the kids. I'm gonna take a bunch of photos up at the reunion with my all my old buddies and everything else, and some of the folks that you never know how many years some of them have left in them. So I'll take photos of everybody up there and that kind of stuff, but nothing creative, nothing for me. I don't think, unless I run across something. But that's not the intent of the trip. Of course, the kids, photos of the kids is a must, but that's about it.
Well, good thing you picked up that Z30 before you left, Chuck.
Absolutely. So my Z6 II, you know what? I swear I think the Z6 is better at autofocus on video. I kid you not. I set it up and I'm thinking, what is wrong with this thing? Why won't it? Why is it having difficulty autofocusing? One, I'll tell you this: without decent light, it won't focus. So I had to get my little cheater light out. I got another one here. So this is what's lighting me. One of these little dudes right here.
A Lim Cube?
No, it's Aperture's RGB
Oh, nice.
light. Yep. So I got two of them. I've got one set up right off to the side over here. Tried to do some color balance, and then I decided, oh, forget it. It's fine. Because I don't have a flippy screen.
I was going to say, you look a little red. I figured you got a lot of sun.
Well, I did get a lot of sun today. There's no doubt about that.
He told me I looked good and sounded good earlier, so he may just be a little embarrassed.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of the Z6, I had a guy at a photo meetup who shoots Z6 II, and he was saying that he was having a hard time getting his Z6 II to focus, like not even in the dark, just like in indoor, like he was shooting like indoor, just like with regular lights. And I was like, that's crazy, because like my Z6 II literally focuses in like pitch black.
Huh.
And it's interesting that you're saying you thought the Z6 II was better, or the Z6 was better for video. I haven't had an issue with either of them, but I found that to be interesting, because I was, what's weird is nobody was having Z9 eye tracking issues but me, and then this guy's having Z6 II issues, and mine works flawlessly.
I know what's going on with the with all this stuff. Hello, Albert. Good to see you, man. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. I'm just making that statement because I set it up here in the hotel, and man, I couldn't get it to focus. I don't know what it was. I went continuous focus, went full focus.
J-Rod.
Tried both.
J-Rod coming in with the grits.
Gustavo asks, what do you guys think of Nikon trade program? Anybody taking advantage of the program? I went in there and I put in what they would give me for my 70 to 200 f2.8 FLED lens. And I promptly went to the bathroom and threw up really, really fast and said, they got to be kidding me.
I did the same thing.
$500.
I did the same thing.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's an insult to anybody's intelligence. It is just so bad.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know I had a gear meltdown, and I had an incident. I don't think the video is out yet, but I had like something like 30 Cooper's Hawks that were like swarming my house, and the 70 to 200, the 70 to 200 just wasn't enough. And I'm not a wildlife guy, but after standing out there for an hour and catching they were like trying to scare me off, like they were getting really close. It was awesome, but the 70 to 200 just wasn't enough. So now I kind of want something like that 400 4.5. And you guys know I had a gear meltdown, and I haven't used the 70 to 200 in like 6 months. And so I looked at what I could get from KEH, right? Because KEH is usually like pretty fair. It's enough that like I don't want to risk selling it to somebody on Facebook. I'll just take a couple $100 less, right?
Yeah.
The Nikkor Z 70 to 200 f2.8s is like what, $2,600 right now? They offered me 11. I'm like, are you kidding?
Wow.
Well, Nikon will give you 5. Nikon will give you 5, and then they'll throw in an extra $100, so you'll get 6.
Yeah, I'm sure.
6. So.
Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous. I'm just gonna wait for this thing to fade. I got a couple a couple local photographers that are in our group that might be interested in it. I just don't use it anymore. I'd like to have something a little longer because I had so much fun shooting them hawks.
You get that 1-400, man.
Yeah, you know, when they offer a program and then they make you feel stupid when you go out on there and you look something up, it's like once again your marketing is working great for you. Poor move.
Did you ever figure out what was going on with your Z9? Greg's asking.
So I did not, but I did have a video coming out soon. I did decide to upgrade to the 2.11, which isn't a good test to see if 2.0 was really screwed up for me. But 2.11, whenever I first started shooting it, it seemed like it was going to keep giving me issues. But after about 5 minutes, it became apparent that maybe it was just there wasn't that much shadow on the model's face, but for whatever reason, it was just being goofy. And then for the next 4 hours, it did absolutely fine. And what I noticed is 2.11, and this could just be 2.0, or 2.1, I don't know. But compared to the 2.0, which is what my Z9 arrived with, which was perfectly fine, I find that the eye tracking now stays more centered on the pupil rather than sometimes reverting to the eyebrow. It stays perfectly centered. And so, I mean, I'm happy now as, you know, so far. So I guess problem solved, but I do not know why. And I don't know why there was a problem to begin with. So I'm just happy it's done. I lost a few nights sleep because I'm a techie guy and I really wanted to know what was getting screwed up. But, you know, it's fine now.
Man, Moz, $800 for the 1-400 and $1,000 for the 400 4.5. That's madness.
That is.
Are you sure they weren't just kidding? I mean, that's ridiculous.
That's an insult. You might be able to get more out of a pawn shop because pawn shops will give you, you know, what, 65 or something. You could talk them down to 60% or something.
Yeah,
That's
I mean
crazy.
that program is an insult to everybody that has purchased their lenses in the past. I mean, you're really just slapping people in the face with that, and that is not going to help you. That's not going to get people to say, "Oh, I'm going to get at least half of what my lens is worth, or whatever. Maybe I'll go mirrorless now, or whatever." That certainly isn't going to do it. People are going to laugh at them.
You know what it will do? Maybe it's a genius move by Nikon to clear the shelf of some FTZ adapters because that's all people are going to do with that. They're like, I'll just buy an adapter.
I'm sorry, we're going to have to edit that. You can't use genius and Nikon in the same sentence.
You scared me, Chuck. I thought I accidentally cursed. I was like, oh, I've been doing so good.
No. So far, you know, we're not holding up any signs or anything. So
actually, whenever I listen to the live streams that I'm not on, like I count the minutes before Chuck steps in and like says, "Watch your mouth," and like I say to myself out loud, I'm like, "Look at all these pirates," because that used to be me.
I tried listening to one of my streams, but we were down in the Shenandoah Valley at the time. And needless to say, it was driving me crazy, stopping and starting. So I had to wait till I got to a better location. By then, I didn't want to listen to it anymore.
It's really hard.
Everybody feels in the audience.
It's hard. It's hard to listen back to, like, it's hard to listen to something that was live. You know.
Yeah.
If you're listening to it live, it's like you get lost, and all of a sudden 4 hours have gone by. But like it kind of seems like it's a lot longer whenever you just go back, especially like when it's your own stuff. I watch my own YouTube videos once, about 30 minutes before they launch. Well, really twice. Once before I export and once 30 minutes before it goes live, and then I never watch them again.
To answer Greg's question, still waiting, still no parts.
So what was the problem with your 500? Somebody was asking me about that, saying the 500 PF had a lot of them have issues.
It was grinding and squealing like the autofocus motor got totally worn out. I mean, it would
Okay.
still autofocus, but it made a lot of noise, and it took me a while to even realize it was the lens. I mean, it would make noises when I was walking with it. I wasn't even focusing on anything, and it would make noises. So I don't know.
I'll tell you what, Jeff. In the spirit of what's going on right now, I will give you $65 for your lens after it shows up repaired. That's better than Nikon's going to give you, Jeff. It's a good deal.
Oh yeah, they'll probably give me 62, so I'll be $3 ahead.
That's right. You have to pay the shipping though, so I just can't believe that. I can't believe what exactly. I don't want to keep talking about this trade-in offer, this ridiculous trade-in offer. But what are they trying to get people to do? Because they're advertising all Z gear as if they want you to sell them Z gear. I don't see like trade up to mirrorless anywhere. It's just like it's trade in. They're not. Oh, towards select Z lenses. Okay, so I guess they're trying to get people to switch from DSLR now.
Yeah.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, but that's not that. Obviously, that campaign is not going to do it if anybody just goes to anybody else to get a price. They'll beat that hands down.
No, they won't. KEH and Adorama and B&H are all offering bare bones right now in spirit of this thing. Because I just got curious. I was like, I wonder what all my stuff would be worth. And I mean, it was all ridiculous. I'm gonna figure out what a Z9 would trade in for. Just curious.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna do it right now. Hang on.
That might be very disturbing. That will be very disturbing.
I'm gonna find out right now. Do you do this through Nikon or do you do it through any of the sellers? Through
Nikon, yeah.
Oh, you can do it
Nikon
through B&H
USA.
too. You can do it through B&H too. They posted a link, a trade up link. It's a separate website.
I don't know if I want to know what you're going to say for an answer. I might have to get out of here before you say anything.
You're going to find.
It's going to be crazy, no doubt about it.
Nobody's selling their C9s, and so this will be fun. I mean, you could probably still sell it on eBay for $15,000. So,
it's so true, Moz, man. Everybody, they all have different prices. Not just that, but even their prices differ hour to hour. Depends on who answers the phone or picks up the email.
I'm gonna have to go through Nikon rumors.
Poorly executed trade program. Tell me it isn't so. Nikon would never do anything poorly executed, Gustavo.
I agree with Chuck. They're perfect in every way.
Nikon site lets you trade in Z lenses. Okay.
So that's ridiculous. What are they trying to do?
I think Vahagen's owned more Z lenses than anybody. And some of them 2 or 3 times.
Well, sometimes he sells a lens, and then he feels bad about having sold it, and then he finds it again and buys it again.
Yeah, Kevin, they're about $6,000 new with tax.
All right, here we go.
So somebody was asking earlier, why haven't we got a better picture of Bigfoot now that the Z9's been out a while?
I'm pretty sure somewhere in Photoshop there's a button to just add a Bigfoot.
He's just so fast. Even that 120 frames a second can't get him.
Greg says Bigfoot's contract says no in-focus photos allowed. And James wants to know if Bigfoot likes grits. That's a good question.
Okay, so it's not going to let me select a Z9. It's only offering like F-mount stuff. So even like taquinas and stuff, it's all part of this cash or trade-in bonus. So anybody that has third-party stuff, apparently at B&H they're accepting it, and it's all good for the $200 trade-in bonus. So maybe if you have like a 35 1.8 F-mount, they're like $196 brand new. You might be able to make some profit.
$4 right there, buddy.
Because I mean, if they give you $35 and then a $200 trade-in bonus, you just made, $35.
There you go.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna go to KEH. They'll take anything. I'm just curious.
Hey, Mozman says go to the Nikon site.
I tried, and it just wanted me to start my trade-in for specific lenses. Like I see the Nikon Z lens trade-up event. You go learn more, and the only thing I can select is a lens that I would want to trade for, but they don't have anything that like I want. They don't have the 400 4.5 on there. They got the 24-120. Has anybody shot that yet, by the way? Or is it not available?
No, I've got the 24-20.
Oh, the 400 4.5 is on there. Do you like it, Jeff? Is it pretty
I
good?
love it. That's my favorite walk-around lens ever.
The Z-mount?
Z-mount, yeah.
Nice. How long did it take you to get it? Because I imagined that the demand for that was going to be pretty high.
I ended up, believe it or not, getting it on a whim, checking Best Buy's website, and I got it from Best Buy of all places. And at that time, neither Adorama or B&H, neither one had it in stock, and another guy that I use in Long Island didn't have it either. So I ended up buying it from Best Buy.
Wow.
Yeah, in the Nikon USA website under cameras, they don't give you a Z9 as a choice to select for trading it in against any kind of a lens. So
I'm just gonna do KEH here just because I'm conditioned. Mine is like new. Mine is, I would imagine, $3,300. Ouch.
For what?
For the Z9.
3,300. Wow.
Just over 50%. Ouch. Honestly, if you don't want your Z9, just go to eBay. I'm sure they're still 9,000-10,000. Or get in contact with me. I'll give you fair market value for it.
That was hilarious, though, in the very beginning. There are people that actually bought Z9s for up to 12 grand.
They were flying off of eBay because I was trying to. In fact, it took me like 4 days. I was trying to make a YouTube short about, hey guys, get your Z9 now if you want to get ripped off. And it took me like 3 days or a week to do it because every time I found one, I pulled out my phone, it was gone, sold, And I was like, I want to get one that's like available now, That's crazy. I saw one. I actually almost bought one. They had somebody selling one for $7,000. And I was like, get ripped off by $1,000, maybe, so I don't have to wait a year. And then I saw that it was coming from overseas, and I was like, oh shit, I don't want a something I can't warranty in the United States. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it don't matter.
Roy talking about the 24-120. He was concerned.
The G version wasn't very good on the F mount. That's why he held back. Memories of past failures.
Well, that's where you would expect all of the Z lenses to be better than their F mount counterparts, but I find that to be the case for the most part. But I was just thinking about this today because I was talking to another Nikon Z mount user in Wichita. He was looking for a lens recommendation, and he was thinking about the 35. And I told him, I said, no, dude, get the 40 f2, because I don't know why Nikon hit that one out of the park for $300, but that $900 35 1.8 is so average that it's unreal, While the F mount 135 for like $196 was awesome. Like that was an awesome lens. Brandon, Mossman.
There you go, buddy.
And guys, that's a bargain.
You have two cameras instead of one.
Mossman, do you have a Z9, right?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
I actually have two lenses that I'm trying to get rid of. The 50 millimeter macro, I've used it like once. I got it because I thought it was gonna make me as happy as the 60 millimeter macro that used to be an F mount, and it doesn't.
Here you go. Briar, sell your 1-400 to Nikon for $900, get seller's remorse, buy it back for $1,500. Oh man.
You got to add to that, then set up your appointment to talk to your local shrink afterwards.
I'm not a fan of 35 either, Roy, but like you're saying there, that the 40 millimeter, that cheap 40 millimeter, everybody's raving about how good that lens is.
Dude, it is so good. People are it's a really hot topic. Like my 40 millimeter lens videos do better than most of my other ones because I mean, it's one that almost everybody can afford, and even pros can appreciate it because it's like, oh, a $300 lens, but it's awesome, you know. So,
yeah,
no, it's you know, I wish it didn't have a plastic mount, but
Right.
you know what, it works. It's cheap. I used it for a video. I liked how it looked. I can't say I liked how I looked, but I liked how the video looked. It was
Yeah,
really, it was good.
it's a little bit slow keeping up with the eye tracking for my YouTube videos, but I still use it sometimes. But I just like it for walking around. It does great black and white images, like for street photography. It's a great focal length, and if you like black and white street photography, it's really poppy, really poppy.
Well,
Really good.
that pretty much was the standard lens for many a rangefinder camera back in the day, which
Well, see,
a lot of people used for street photography.
Yeah,
So
people
they were
don't.
anywhere from 38 to 42 millimeter in that range, but I have quite a few behind me that are 40 millimeter lenses on them.
Well, I never quite understood. Everybody says that 50 millimeter is the closest to the human eye, but I swear 40 gives me that feeling better than a 50.
Yeah.
You know, and so I like the 40. If I'm just gonna go out and plink around, because I try to shoot photography every single day, whether it's good or not. I just try to shoot something, and a lot of the time I just grab the 40 or that 28 millimeter SE that Mozman is talking about. That's a great little lens too. I got it for almost free when I bought the ZFC. I think it's $120 or something if you buy it in the kit. I'm like, you can't beat that.
That's
You
like
can't beat
giving it away.
Yeah, I mean, you can't
Speaking
beat
of
it.
ZFC, there are a bunch of people over in Nikon rumors. I noticed yesterday or day before. Really, some of them really believe that there's a chance they're going to see a ZF soon.
No.
I wouldn't put it past Nikon, but that's going to make me very mad.
Yeah, no, you don't have to worry. I mean, even Nikon knows better than that. But they seem to think, they seem to think it's going to happen. It's imminent, that because that camera is going to sell so well. All 18 people that are wanting it are going to buy it at one time.
Well, there's no
They'd be
denying.
lucky if they saw it 5 years from now. They'd be lucky.
I agree.
You know, my thing with the DF is that what it was?
Yep.
Yeah.
The DF was a cool idea, and it had the D4 sensor in it, right?
Yep.
And that was a great sensor. And I just think that they got the price point wrong on that one, and the cool factor wasn't worth the price. I feel like if they would have maybe found a way to come in a little bit cheaper, it would have been
like about $1,500 it would have sold.
Yeah, something like that. But people like it, but like
well, that's the problem.
Not many people have it.
They think if you take video out of a camera, it's going to be cheaper. I got news for you. It's going to cost more because it changes the production process.
Yeah. Unless you're Hasselblad, then it's $8,100 to have. Yeah. Oh wait, no, that goes along with what you're saying.
Video.
Yeah.
That's have video.
That's exactly what Chuck was saying. So I proved Chuck's point. And it's not weather sealed.
Correct.
I was actually telling somebody at this last meetup. I was like, you know what? If Hasselblad would stop doing stuff like that, I would probably totally get out of Nikon and go Hasselblad, because I really, really, really love their lenses. I really, really, really love their image output and their sensors. But I am absolutely not going to give you a dime for a camera that's not waterproof or weather sealed, because I shoot way too much macro in the rain and in the dewy mornings shooting flowers. Like, it's just not going to happen. Hassie, I'm sorry.
Well,
You know,
to me with that camera, the only two things that stood out that you could say, okay, Fuji doesn't have it with their line, is the built-in storage and the leaf shutters on the lenses.
Mhm.
And other than those two things, but those two things to me don't outweigh everything that you would get with the Fuji.
And see, that's my biggest problem. Like, as attractive as the Hassie, the new Hassie is, and even the old one, as attractive as they are, and as much as I do like the I do like the image output and everything, like, and the lenses, it's just straight up. There's no denying that it's a bad value. I don't even care about the shutter speed. It's just a bad value.
Bugatti. I like that. Bugatti.
Yeah.
I want an old Bugatti.
You know what's crazy about?
I love
Bugatti.
I love that old body style, the old Bugattis.
And you know, I don't know how much this applies to cameras. Maybe it doesn't, but at least with cars, the more money you spend, the less reliable that beast is. You know,
Absolutely.
It's like Mercedes are like ranked so low on reliability, whereas like a $25,000 Honda will run for 40 years and it may not need oil. It may run without oil. You know, you might be able to mix in a weed eater mixture and it might run. You know. My Toyota Camry, I traversed the Serengeti of my 20s in the Toyota Camry, and I once went 3 years without putting oil in it because I was a poor kid working as a cook at a bar, and it kept going. Just like my Nikons keep going.
Are you saying Volkswagen has bought out Bugatti?
No way. They probably didn't even cost that much. They only sell 10 cars a year, probably.
The Veyron is now a Volkswagen counterpart.
Now that's far.
How'd you like a car? How'd you like a car like that where you have to send it back to Bugatti to change the tires on it, and it's like $70,000 just to get the tires changed?
That's what you used to have to. That's what you used to have to do with Leica with the rangefinders. You had to send them in to get them aligned. Well, actually, with all rangefinders, I guess.
Oh boy.
Toyota, yeah, Toyota. I mean, Toyota's made a great name for itself. I don't care for them, but I will say this: everywhere I've been around the globe, Toyotas are still running, just like you said, Zach. I mean, the things run without oil.
I'm telling you,
you can't destroy it like a Toyota Hilux. You can't destroy one of those cars. There was a special episode on what are the three nuts? The British guys at the car show. Now America tried to do it with three Americans, and they're just idiots. They can't.
The ones that got forced to leave the show.
Yeah, but anyway, they tried to destroy a Hilux, and they couldn't do it.
You know what's crazy? Actually, my Toyota Camry, I sold it to one of these. It's like a metalworking specialist that works for MSC, and his daughter worked where I worked, and he wanted to buy a car for his daughter, and so I sold my Camry. And at one point, she was like, "Hey, can you show me how to check the oil on the Camry?" And I was like, "Sure." I was like, "Well, when was the last time you had it changed?" And she's like, I haven't. And I sold it to them like 3 years before that. And I pulled it out, and there was, the dipstick had that much oil on it. And I'm telling you, it was black as a starless night, just and thick, and it was still going. And man, she ran that thing into ditches, and it didn't have any hubcaps left. It was banged up, beat up, run into water, and it kept going. The only reason it stopped is because she wrapped it around a tree, you know. But
hey,
see you later, Jeff and Leslie.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks. How far behind are we?
You guys have fun. Keep shooting, man.
Are we up to date on the the comments. You guys been doing good at keeping up with comments lately. I've been noticing on Saturdays.
Well, I appreciate that. Thanks for the.
Roy, except when all 7 people that are on the streams are all screaming at each other, then it kind of gets behind. Roy Bigsby, the 26 Pancake lens, that went unnoticed for a while. I saw that on the roadmap, and I was like, "This is what I'm excited about." I didn't care about the shadowed 400, which turned out to be the.
Let me ask you guys a question. What is it that attracts you all to these stupid Pancake lenses?
Low element count.
Who cares?
Micro contrast.
Oh, come on.
No, seriously. Pancake lenses.
I love that. Oh, they got to have Pancake lenses. Man,
I don't care about the size.
Forget the Pancake lens. Go to Waffle House and get a waffle, and you'll forget all about pancakes, all right?
Well, or take your 28 millimeter lens and run it over with your truck, and then it's a Pancake lens.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, people freak out about Pancake lenses because of the size. I don't care about size. But I do like the simplicity of the construction. Historically, Pancake lenses are just, I mean, you can throw them up in the air with cherry bomb with a baseball bat.
Let me ask, why do you care about the construction?
Well, that's what I'm getting back to. The lens.
Are you moonlighting with Nikon at a factory somewhere?
No. It's it's just like I've had like a lot of these like smaller lenses, and they have low element counts, and they look good in black and white, right? And so once you get to have like 15, 16, 20 pieces of glass in there, at least I can, because I pixel peep. And if you're a pixel peeper, you love Pancake lenses.
More is better. Haven't you ever heard that before? More is better.
I know Nikon likes to sell that at $100 per piece of glass per element. Are you moonlighting for Nikon?
There you go. There you go. Pancake lens on a Z9 looks like a lens cap.
It would just actually. Hang on. Where's it at?
There's
Chuck's on posters at Nikon right now, and it says, "Have you seen this man? Call this number."
Here you go. You ready, guys? You can't even see it past the grip, and that's what it's going to look like.
Yeah. I don't care how good the lens is. It would embarrass me to walk around with that thing on a Z9.
I'm more interested for my Z6 too.
I just wonder, because you see that everywhere in the forums, and all these guys, I want a Pancake. I want the 30, the 40, and the 18, and the 61, and the 19.5 millimeter. And, it's like, dude, just go buy a lens. Jonesing for these.
Well, I just kind of laugh sometimes that it's like, okay, 28 millimeters is considered a pretty standard wide angle lens, and then the Pancake lens is going to be a 26, and it's like,
it's a weird focal length.
It's kind of like, why? I don't know. It just seems like every once in a while they'll just have a few lenses that are just a weird focal length.
Right.
There you go. Me too, Miles, man. Just because I need to want a Pancake lens too, or people will think I'm crazy. You don't like Pancake lenses? No. Well, you're out of the club.
You know what? On a crop sensor, it would be a 39 millimeter, so 40.
Man, that's my favorite focal length, 39 millimeter.
Yeah. If it's 40, it ain't any good, man. It's got to be 39.
Man, 30. I love 39 millimeter. It's perfect.
No, I think it's cool to have a wide Pancake coming out, but I will say I do wish Nikon would do other stuff. I would like to see a fisheye at some point, because people want that, and I want them to make money, and a fisheye would make them money. A 26 would probably not as much.
Fisheye makes sense. I understand that, but
that's what I want them focusing on. So I like the 26, but I would rather see something else, like the 85-1 too, perhaps. Yes, I'm still ranting about that.
Yeah, I'd
I'm
like
still
that.
ranting
I'm
about
waiting
that.
for that. I like the 51.2 what it does, but I don't care for 50 millimeter as a focal length. Sorry, it's just me.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't born too early and had to shoot 50 millimeter on film cameras like everybody
Mhm.
else.
Oh yeah. Well, that was like, as I say too often, back in the day, every camera came with a 50. I mean, every kit, if you want to call it a kit
Yeah,
lens, every camera you bought in the 70s, 60s, or
yeah,
well,
we know.
70s,
That's
80s, that
yeah,
was it.
that was the reason I made that comment. Yeah, you know.
Usually a 51A, if sometimes a 50 F2, and then if you spent the extra money, you could get the 51.4, and then that was really good.
And it was
Uh,
probably absolutely useless at 1.4 too, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's what I think is really amazing is, I've shot some old lenses because I just have a history of buying anything that's sub $50 and some really old lenses. People don't realize how amazing it is to have an f1.4 or an f1.2 that's actually sharp, like really sharp. Because I mean, back in the day, and them old AIS lenses, even f2 was like, I mean, it's okay at f2. But I think they expected you to shoot at 5.6 often because with like 400 speed film, you're like living in f5.6
Jonathan,
plus.
Jonathan, that's a good question. I don't know either. There is no purpose for it other than to moan about not having them. That's what it's for.
It's for people like me that just want them and that'll buy them because it's
Buzz
cool.
man, there you go. A donut lens that makes, or a pancake lens that makes donut bokeh.
Hey, I'll
Oh,
tell you. I'll tell you an interesting story, and you, Zach, you may already know this if you buy vintage lenses. So I've got a couple old Minolta DSLRs. My neighbor gave me an old SRT 100, and I just picked up a Minolta XGM because I had that camera when I was young, and I'm trying to buy all the old DSLRs I had when I was younger. So I got an XGM, perfect shape. So I go to get a few lenses for it. And so one of the lenses comes today, and it's this Minolta lens. It's a 28 millimeter f2.5 MC rocker lens. And you wouldn't believe what problem this lens has. Now, everything moves smoothly. It looks like it's mint condition, but it actually has thorium in it. It has a radioactive element in one of the lenses,
yeah,
and as that decays, it gets yellow. The
yes.
lens itself gets yellow. So I have this lens that I just got used, and it's yellow. I put it on the camera. I'm looking at the blacktop across the street, and the blacktop didn't look black. It looked
You could sit it out
yellow.
in the
Yeah.
sun. You
And
can sit
so
it out in the sun for a while to help clear it up.
what
Yeah.
There's a
that's
Frame Voyager just did an entire video on that. Look him up. You've seen him on the channel before.
Yeah.
Look him up, and he talked about those lenses. And he actually did a lot of digging in history on the lenses. It's really interesting. Go check it out.
Yeah.
And you know where he
that's
got the idea when we talked about it on the stream one night when he was on the stream. And he said, "No, I got to check this out." So he did a video on it. It's really interesting to watch it.
yeah,
Well, I
people don't
found out that a lot of people they bought and I ordered one today from eBay. IKEA made a LED lamp that has just the right color temperature and intensity that people have used that to shine the light from that lamp through the lens for 2 days, 48 hours, 72 hours, and it clears it right up. So I just ordered one of those lamps, and I'm going to try it out and see if it clears it up. Because the only bad thing about putting it in the sun is then the lens could get too hot. Other things could go wrong because the lens is getting hot. So I'm going to try the lamp thing, and I'll let you guys know how it works out. And I wrote to the guy that sold me the lens, and I said, if I can't clear it up, hope you give me my money back.
Awesome, man.
Uh,
What I was gonna say about 5 years ago, I guess, there was a lot of YouTube talk, and everybody was like scared of these radioactive lenses, and like, oh, they're going to give you cancer. That's not the problem with radioactive lenses. What Jeff just said is the problem with radioactive lenses. Unless you're licking them for like 30 years, you're going to be fine. But the fact that they discolor is somehow that got lost. There people like, oh, there's a problem with radioactive lenses, and they're like, it must be the radiation. It's like, no, not really.
Well, I think I read where I can't have kids anymore, and I said, well, that's good.
Yeah. He goes into all that too, talking about the radiation and everything, and there's nothing, it's just like you said, everybody's talking about, well, my hair is going to fall out if I just take it out of the case. No, dude.
Yeah, you're going to be fine.
Yesterday I had a full head of hair.
And then that dang Minolta showed up.
And that Minolta lens showed up. Whoop.
But I'm telling you, go check out Frame Voyager. It's Frame Voyager on YouTube, and look through his archive. It was a couple of months ago, I think he did it. He did that video. I've been waiting for it since he was on the show, but he did a great job. He's got some great information in his video about that.
I'm glad there's someone out there doing that kind of stuff, because if I did that on my channel, it would flop hard.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, that wasn't the only manufacturer that had that material in their lenses, because it was in the Kodak Instamatics as well.
I mean, Nikon has some lenses with it. And
yeah.
I think Zeiss does too.
Yeah.
T-Mid, what's going on, buddy?
T-Mid in the house.
Hey.
We have a celebrity in here with us, amongst us.
We're not worthy.
T-Mid, do I have to go through that whole process you posted to get in on the draw for the free stuff, or can you just throw my name in the hat?
In fact, can you pull everyone else's name out and just throw Chuck's in?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure there's some people that are really hoping they can get a hold of that, man. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Actually, speaking of prizes, whenever I had my 1,000 subscriber watch party, I had a lot of people tune in that were like local people that don't care about photography, but they're just like my friends, and they were just there to like support me. And the reason I ended up giving everybody that wanted something a gift is because most of the people that wanted to be in the drawing were people that didn't care about my YouTube and were just local and supporting me. And I was like, it's going to look really shady if I only pull my friends' names out of this dang hat. In fact, the first thing, the drawing for the camera was somebody in Wichita. And I was like, he just got the best prize. He selected the best prize. Like, this is shady. It looks sketch.
Yeah. No, T-Mid, don't throw my name in there. People will start talking. Well, wait a minute. You can put my name in there 50 times because I'm not going to win. I don't win anything. That's pretty safe. Oh.
Yeah, I don't ever win anything either.
He's been busy. He's been posting one video after another. He's going to give up his day job and become a professional YouTuber. Oh, man. Yeah, Greg, T-Mid, he's giving away some equipment over on his channel. I think some of the things maybe that he's been asked to review or whatever, but that's just T-Mid. He's just a good guy. Taking care of his audience. Yep. Maybe I ought to give some stuff away. Let's see. What do we got around here?
You can give away the hotels.
Just got to
send
coffee cup.
Coffee cup. Used coffee cups would be a good one.
All right.
Rinse it out.
Hey,
I gotta have something else.
Yeah, used but not abused coffee cups.
Chuck,
pouch here. Yeah.
Chuck, throw everybody's name in a hat, and whichever one you draw gets that TV behind you. I know it belongs to the hotel, but
you got to come pick it up.
Congratulations, Roy Bigsby. You just won the toilet from the Motel 6. Congratulations.
I'm giving away all the furniture you see.
Tell me who gets the hotel Bible.
Oh, man.
Roy's saying a little thorium.
Yeah.
Well, it would be okay if I was shooting black and white. I wouldn't care. You know, with the yellow.
Roy Bigsby does need a new toilet.
All right, there you go, Jeffrey. You'd already mentioned it. Mr. Albert's mentioning it as well. So, what's the difference if I'm out all day in the sun?
Well, because it takes it. When this guy used, several people used this IKEA lamp, like I said, they had to keep it on. Well, one guy put like aluminum foil on the bottom of the rear lens cap, put it back on the lens, shined the light through the top, and it took 3 days for it to get clear. 3 days with the light on steady for it to clear it up. So if it took that amount of time with the direct light on it, it would take a year if you were walking around outside with it, I think.
Okay. All right.
Unfortunately, I don't have a UV specific lamp, but apparently for whatever reason, this LED lamp that IKEA does not make anymore, but you could still get it on eBay, supposedly works very well. A guy showed a picture of before and after of shining that lamp through that lens, and it worked.
All right, cool.
So I'm going to try it.
I think I'd rather walk around with the same Minolta lens for a year personally, but
Mozman, I ought to try that. Whoever directs me to the pinata and I break it, they get everything inside.
Here's the trick. It's filled with lenses, so after they beat the tar out of the pinata, all the glass inside is broken.
There you go. There you go. Absolutely, Gustavo, because people feel like they paid for them. Can't give them subscriptions away.
Hey, Chuck, how come you don't run as long? Or how come it's too long? It's like, it's free, so hush.
It's like likes. When I'm on everybody else's channel, I'll put that in there. Hey, drop a like. You know, they are free. There's no charge.
I charge for likes. I only respond to comments with super thanks.
I was on whose channel was on the other day, and they had like 60 people or 100 people, and in the watching, and only had like 10 likes. I mean, come on, people.
That's usually my video. That's my videos.
I don't hardly get any likes.
Live stream. It was a live stream.
I just don't think well, see, the problem, this is a YouTube problem, because whenever you like a video, it automatically puts it into a personal playlist that only you can see. And every video, you'll have like 1,000 videos in there if you like them. And it's really annoying to like go through and like get rid of those whenever it gets like really full and you're trying to find something specific that you actually did like and you weren't just being nice, you know? So like YouTube needs to like do away with those.
Yeah.
Because it is annoying. That's why like I don't like a whole lot of videos and then I complain about people not liking my content. You know?
There you go, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, you guys, you have your studio or whatever we want to call it. You have it set up yet, Albert? I need to get you on the show one day, or one night on one of them.
How selfish of you, Albert, to withhold your knowledge from us.
Well, I mean, it'll be a whole show of him just showing the adapters that he has. Man, anybody wants to know anything about adapters, Albert has got it. He can direct you what adapter and where to get it.
See, what you have to do is you got to hire a software guy, Chuck. So like it knows what people are watching your show. And if they don't give you a like, then their screen goes blank for a week on their computer. And then you'll start getting a lot of likes.
Oh, here we go. Now I get the backstory. Mozman's telling me if you watch on mobile and you have the chat up, the like button is covered up. You know, that's as you say that, then I reckon, yep, that's exactly what it is. Which is why I always have to close the chat to go like somebody's video. Mm-hmm. That is an effort, man. Do you know how much time it takes to do that? To close the chat, go all the way back, to hit the like button, then have to open the chat up. I mean, I understand now why it's a problem.
The Sumerians created civilization in a shorter amount of time than that takes.
Man.
Oh,
Greg Wilson, I never understand never understand YouTube analytics. Nobody does. Some
No,
people say they do, but nobody does.
I'm just starting to scratch the surface. I thought I had it. In fact, I just redid 90 thumbnails this weekend,
Yeah. Yeah.
and because it's like every time I think I have it figured out, I'm like, oh, okay, well, the information's out there, but you have to pay for somebody's course to really figure it out, and I'm not going to do that.
Hey, Jonathan, let me ask you this. Do you watch the whole video and then not like it? Because my only question is, why do you watch the whole video if you don't like it? I'm not picking on you, man. I'm a little loopy tonight, so sorry.
That's a really
Albert's
good
ready.
point, Chuck.
You look like you got
I
heat
hate
stroke
this.
right now,
I'm
Chuck.
sick
We're
of
gonna
hearing
forgive you.
this. I'm sick of listening to this. You know, how much longer do I have to listen to this? Here's the end of the video. I'm not liking it.
Dude, Chuck does look like he does look like a gala apple tonight.
Yeah.
I do, man. I do.
Cherry
It's
red.
way too much sunshine coming in that window.
I think he's mad because Tony won't send him any gear.
Hey, hey Chuck, maybe buy one of those IKEA lamps and just stand under it. Maybe it'll do something for the color.
Get rid of the red.
5 likes. All right, man. Cool. That's 5. I'm good.
You know, Chuck, it's
I
still
have
not.
a minimum of 5 likes per show.
It's still it doesn't allow me to share these anymore. I don't know if you have sharing turned off or something on your end, but I can't share it to my Facebook or YouTube anymore.
I don't understand. You know, I'm going to
Dang
send
it,
a letter to
Restream.
Restream. Yes.
Hey, what am I paying you
Uh,
for?
Jonathan, I was just messing with you, man. I was just messing with you. Oh, I understand. I'm like you. If I don't like it, I'm not going to hit the like. Well, I mean, it has to be pretty pitiful if I'm not going to like it because I'll give somebody a like unless they're lying or cheating or whatever. But I'll give somebody a like just for putting the effort in to put the thing on, YouTube.
Hey, J Rod, take it
Uh,
easy, buddy.
hmm.
I like
Hey, Rod.
Mozman's comment.
The show doesn't go on.
Holy Muzz, man. Uh,
I
yeah,
want to
you know
know.
what?
I want to know
You
what
know what,
Mossman
Roy? As
doesn't do
long as
with
I
his
don't have
time.
audio, as long as I don't have any audio playing, it's okay. As long as you can't hear it. Because YouTube doesn't watch the videos, they just listen for keywords and things or key phrases or whatever. That's how you get demonetized on videos playing other people's music. I don't know how that works exactly. I know as much about that as I do analytics.
Mega Briar Patch, fresh off Nikon rumors, predicting new lens releases next week.
It's probably going to be
Well,
something dumb like a 5mm macro.
It'll be a microscope lens adapter.
Jonathan, do you have a setup for Zoom meetings or anything like that? Shoot, you can do it right on your computer, your laptop. You let me know if you can go live or you can do a stream or whatever, and we'll get you in here one night.
Hey Jeff, you might click your video button and click it off. You're frozen. Either that or you're just being creepy right now.
Well,
Look at that. You got this like frozen smirk on your face. Like you look like the guys that used to pick on me in high school.
How about now?
No, it's frozen on my end. It may be good for
Yeah.
Chuck.
Here you go. Let's go. Let's get it started. 26 millimeter. No, 29.5 millimeter.
Yeah.
Pancake lens. My favorite focal length. 29.5, not 30.
At this point, I wouldn't be
29.
surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if Nikon just like releases like a medium format lens, and we're like, we don't have a camera for it, and they're like, oh, well, we didn't really think about that.
All right. Hey, Jonathan, when I get back to Connecticut, so give me about, I don't know, what is it, 10 or 12 days, whatever it is before I get back. Send me an email. We're going to set it up. I'll get you in. Next Saturday, no, it won't be next Saturday. Next Saturday, I don't think I'm going to have a stream at all, guys. I'll be with the kids, my grandkids, and I don't get to see them enough. So anyway, I don't need to explain all that to you. I know you understand.
Hey,
So
Jonathan, I have a question for Jonathan. Please tell me that in your last name on that R, please tell me that you roll the R, because if you do, you have a huge advantage over everybody at the bar. If you're like, my name is Jonathan De La Rosa, all them ladies will just be like, oh, that's such a strong, suave name, Jonathan De La Rosa. Let us have some, Jonathan. My, you know, my name is so lame. My last name is a verb. It's weak.
I thought your last name was Photo.
I wish.
D Wade
No, just
Photo.
kidding. No, you know what's funny is, like, I was in this metal band, right? And everybody in the band had like an awesome rock star name. So on the drums we had Mike Miles, on bass we had Travis Tennyson, and then we had Justin Longhofer and Zach Love on guitar. Yes, his real name's Zach Love. And then me, the singer, I should be the coolest. It's Zach Going. Womp womp womp. It's so just no power. It's just
you could have made up a name like they did.
Yeah, like Mark Twain. Just have like a stage name. Yeah.
Oh man.
Every band I've been in, everybody has cool names, and mine's just like Zach verb. Insert verb.
Zach Going. Where?
Yeah. I've heard every single one, man.
Going, gone.
The guy, yeah, I've heard that one too. In fact, I heard that one every year because in Little League baseball, me and my brother were aged perfectly, where he was in one league and I was in the younger league, and then the next year I was here, and then he would move up to the next one the next year, and every time we did this, they said, "Well, that's going on." It's like every year for the last, you know.
Out in Salt Lake City, I had a guy that I worked with out there all the time, and we'd go to Starbucks every day after work on the way back to the hotel. We'd stop at Starbucks, and our game was to make up an impossible to pronounce name when they ask you your name, and watch them try to spell it.
they end up working their way all the way around the cup. Just
it was hilarious. Every day it was a new name, something strange and weird. And then until one day, this guy walks in and goes, he was in front of us, and they asked him his name. He said, Guillermo. Now, how you get William out of that, I don't know. So my buddy's name was Bill, and I said, why don't you go by Guillermo? That's a whole lot cooler than Bill. Oh,
jeez. You know, do you guys have Firehouse subs where you live?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Firehouse subs screwed up big time when they allow me to eat in there, because you give them the name that they're going to call out, and they're like, so-and-so. And I abuse that so hard. Every time I go into Firehouse subs, I have been the most handsome guy in the restaurant. So they're like, most handsome guy in the restaurant, your order's ready. And I'm like, oh, that's me. Thank you. I've been Captain America. I've been Slick Daddy Z.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I abuse it hard. And you can tell the ones that are like, think it's fun, and the ones that like are just tired of it. They're like, we're done. Just come get your dang sandwich.
There you go. So Nikon rumors are saying lens is coming soon.
Did they say which ones? I was going to look up news for you, Chuck, and I didn't. Ended up pricing my Z9.
I'm wondering if the 2-600 is going to come out. I mean, come on. That thing's been on the roadmap. That was on the roadmap before they had a roadmap. And still nothing. Crickets.
Honestly, I think they should have done that one instead of the 1-400. The 2-6 should have come first, since they were planning on releasing a bunch of 400s.
Yeah, well, I know a lot of people are waiting on the 2-600, so
maybe it's another, 24 to something lens. We don't have enough of those.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, it's
there you
it's
go.
gonna
We
be
need another. We need a lens that either begins or ends at 24 millimeter.
I
No
want
doubt
a I
about
want a
that.
24 to 125 because the 120 just isn't quite enough.
if it's not a 25 to 71, I'm going to Sony.
Yeah, this is all that's left, other than the 26 millimeter Pancake, which we are all waiting for.
Yes, it's honestly, it's probably going to be these couple of DXs, I imagine, because they are way. I don't know why people are freaked out about DXs. Like, just go full frame, guys. Nikon would love that, but they're way behind on DX lenses.
I'm going to
I guess the
answer
people-
Jeff's question to me. I did not get out. Well, I got out today, but not taking pictures. I spent a good half the day trimming my shrubs in my yard because it was 65 when I woke up. So I was out there at 7 in the morning trimming hedges. That was my day.
I always get up early in the morning when I'm going to trim hedges.
Yeah. Nothing like it, man.
I spent I spent about an hour today, because I said I wasn't going to do any jobs this year, but one of the local models, there's a quinceanera going on, and she asked if I would shoot it, and I said, yeah, I'll do it for you. I said, is it a paid gig? And they said yes. How much would it cost? And so I plugged it in, and I gave her a $400 discount, and somebody managed to undercut me. I said, go with that guy, because if he's willing to work for a loss, then go for it. He undercut me by 50%, and I gave him 50% off.
Wow.
And then I think somebody's aunt ended up taking the job. That's cool. I'm not really interested in doing work anyway this year, but I was gonna just do it. But...
Me either, but nobody's gonna pay my rent for me, so.
do you actually take how many paid gigs do you take, Chuck?
Well, let's see. This year, I'll even look for it if you want.
Hey, Chuck, you got to change the name of your show, because the way you look tonight, I think you qualify as the new angry photographer.
Yeah, there you go. That's a Cherokee blood showing up tonight.
I also think you need to change the name of your company to AP Charities.
AP Charities, exactly. Yeah.
Because ain't none of us making money. I'm monetized and I still ain't making nothing.
Well, Gray's has a coffee fund. I'm gonna start a rent fund, mortgage fund.
I actually already have a charity set up at work. It's the Support Zach Foundation. Would you like to round this up to $1 for Zach's education?
Oh man,
I do. I pull that Taco Bell charity.
You're absolutely right, Doc. Next Saturday, everything's going to be announced, and I'll be. Well, it's just too bad. I got to spend time with my grandkiddos, but my luck, it'll all be announced Saturday. Careful, Chuck. It might have radioactive element in it. Yeah. No, it's a pancake lens. See, very few elements. You guys are something else. All right, guys, I'm not going to stay in here long. You know what? It's nice to know that this thing will, Restream will let me actually do this from the hotel Wi-Fi. I didn't know if there'd be enough bandwidth to do it or not.
It's even supporting
yeah, I need
me
a
and
fire
Jeff.
video back there. Exactly. Then I could be the angry photographer. Have a little fire going on the TV.
No, you see, I don't want Chuck to be the new angry photographer because I like talking about photography, not electro impulse or whatever the heck he's doing these days. Magnetism.
Hey, yeah, I can talk about magnets, and I can get my little 2 magnets and put one under the table and move the other one around. Show everybody how I can move the magnet or it moves on its own.
Yeah, you do that while talking about how other countries are falling apart because that's his other shtick now.
Yeah.
What's happening in Australia? I just need to change my channel because those videos are getting like crazy amounts of hits. I'm like, maybe I just need to like talk about how bad everything is.
Well, look,
You,
since
you
what he's
got the
talking
two
about makes no
pictures.
sense, you can just make it up as you go, and nobody will know the difference.
It's just improv.
You
Yeah.
just got two pictures of people falling off of skateboards and falling down on rollerblades and stuff, and you'll have 1 million views. I mean, it's simple.
1 million
Yeah,
views
but
still
that's
ain't gonna
not as
make you much
fun
money.
that's not as fun as talking about how some scientists stole your idea on magnetism and and relativity and Buddhism and whatever.
Hey, don't.
He's all over the place, man. He is all over the place.
I miss him talking about photography because his lens recommendations are on point for sure, and I do miss that. But I miss a lot of the old photography content, you know. But it's whatever. You gotta eat, man. You gotta eat.
Hey, thanks, Greg. I appreciate that. Yeah, man, we got to keep the stream going. Unfortunately, like I said, Saturday night it's just not going to happen.
You have
But
officially become a
Wednesday,
tradition, Chuck.
yeah,
For some people,
Wednesday, I will be at Fort Campbell in the midst of the reunion. I may have a few photos there. I'm going to do a short stream on Wednesday afternoon. Uh,
Well,
yeah,
make this trip about seeing family, seeing friends, and don't worry about the streaming part.
David.
It's
yeah.
like
Well,
it's like anything else. It'll be there when you come back, as they say. It's just like when you were working. It'll be there
yeah,
tomorrow. It'll be there the next day.
Not at my
yeah.
work. Get it done if you want to go home.
uh, so Gustavo says I can't leave yet. The movie hasn't finished in the background. Oh man.
He's over there with popcorn. Hasn't heard a word we said so far.
Yeah.
I don't have a clue. What is it? What's the movie?
I don't
Jurassic
know.
Park, somebody said. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm looking at it on the screen here instead of turning around and looking at it.
Yeah, everybody's
That's-
eating their
that's working.
everybody's eating their M&Ms right now.
That's
you know?
that's working smarter, not harder, Chuck.
Exactly. Oh man. Make some shorts about grits. You know what? I will go to. That's a good idea, Maz. Thanks. That is a good idea.
I hate YouTube shorts. I absolutely hate them.
Well, don't watch the one I'll make then.
Well, if it's about grits, I have to.
The problem
Oh,
is they're too
man.
short. They're just
In
too
fact,
short.
in fact, I feel like all three of us are so associated with grits in the chat that it'll just automatically recommend it. It's like they obviously like this. The algorithm's going to pick it up.
So we go to Waffle House, and of course, you have the option grits or hash browns. I don't even know why that's an option. Just like she said, nobody ever orders the grits, but that's the picture on the menu is the plate with the grits, not the hash browns. But everybody always opts for the hash browns. But anyway, first thing I thought of was the grits episode. As I'm looking at the menu, the grits episode. I should have pulled the phone out and done that.
You know, I really like grits at home, but restaurant grits are always like tar. It's like one solid piece of Play-Doh, and you can make figures out of it. You know, like make a swan.
Well, it makes a good substitute for cement in a pinch. You could use it as cement.
You might be able to use it as mortar to build a house.
Yeah.
So
You poured your
movie.
foundation walls with grits.
In fact, I think my aircraft manufacturing company that I work at is considering using it as molds.
There you go. So I know you've all seen My Cousin Vinny, and that's a hilarious part of that movie. What's a grit? No, that's true. That is absolutely true, Maz, man. It is not fair.
I'll agree with
Hash
that.
browns will win.
Now, I know that this is totally on subject about photography, but hot sauce on grits, yay or nay? Or do you just eat them plain?
That's a big thing. It's a big thing in the military, where grits were served and down south. Yeah, hot sauce on grits. I
No,
don't
I mean
want
hash
anything.
browns. on hash browns.
Or on hash browns? Yeah, every now and then. That's I like it. I don't like Tabasco sauce. I don't need just pure heat, no flavor. So I like
I feel that.
some of the other hot sauces, but not Tabasco.
What's the one? It's a oh, it's a
Pete's
I
or
think
whatever
it
it is.
comes from I think it
One
comes
that's
from
just called
Mexico.
Red Hot or something. Isn't there something that's called Red Hot?
Frank's. There's Frank's
I don't
Red
know.
Hot, but the one I'm
Yep.
thinking of is it's at pretty much every Mexican restaurant. It's got the woman on it. What is that?
I don't
Tapaquito?
know. I have no idea. Never heard
That's
of it.
that's good stuff. But no, I feel you,
Wow.
Chuck. It's like vinegar and heat is what Tabasco is. It's like hot vinegar.
Yeah. There you go. Maz, man. The only hot sauce I use on
Cholula.
breakfast food is Tabasco. Trahuli.
Yep, that's it. Cholula. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Chihuahua.
We totally
Yeah,
derailed.
Marvin ain't
Now
got
we're
it.
on breakfast. We're on breakfast again.
We're going downhill, spiraling downhill fast.
This is good for me. It's given me good memories of living down south where there were Waffle Houses.
Yeah. As excuse me. As Mr. Jeffrey will he will agree, there are no Waffle Houses up in Connecticut. I think the closest Waffle House for me is like 2 hours away.
Yeah, I probably have to go to Arkansas or something to get to one. Maybe southern Oklahoma.
The diners up there won't allow Waffle House because they'd all be out of business. All the diners.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
Man.
it's people don't realize Waffle House is breakfast for dinner and a show. Especially if you go in late.
Show.
It's good stuff. Waffle House fist fights and breakfast, dude.
Continental breakfast. There you go.
Oh man, you don't want a continental breakfast in Kansas, man. They do weird stuff with it.
It just depends on, continental means anything really. I know that people will come up and say, well, this is what's in no, I've had all kinds of weird stuff. I've had beans and what, cooked tomatoes.
Oh, that's
or
a
whatever.
full English. Full English, baby.
Yeah, but yeah, it's still called a continental breakfast at the hotel.
I don't care, and I'm not trying to offend any British viewers I may have, but you're absolutely nuts for putting beans on toast at 6 a.m.
Oh.
We do French toast over here, okay? French toast, which was invented in New York, baby.
Yeah, when we're not even French. Yeah.
That's right. It's freedom toast.
Believe it or not, my wife's the one that said, you need to still do your stream when you get down there. So she's the one that brought it up. That's the reason I packed everything and brought it with me. But I will tell her that it was much appreciated.
I think it's beautiful how supportive everybody's wives are. Every girl I've ever dated, they're like, "Can you put the guitar down? I'm lonely. You want to snuggle?" I'm like, I don't get any.
Whoa.
They don't even come out to my music shows.
Waffle House
yes.
is like a drive-in movie.
Absolutely
the thing about Waffle House is it covers all three bases that you can't ever put the three things together: good, fast, and cheap.
Yeah.
You never get all three of those with anything, but you do with Waffle House. It's good, it's fast, and it's cheap.
Yep. And the pros, the restaurateurs will tell you that you can't accomplish all three. You got to pick two, It's like, no, Waffle House did it. Where are you at?
Exactly. Yeah.
Did you know that
Denny's isn't bad, but that's not Waffle House, man. There's only one place to get a waffle, and that's the Waffle House.
I don't like Denny's. Denny's has all of the white trash of Waffle House without the good food.
And you can't go to Denny's at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah. No, what was I going to say? Never mind. It'll come to me later. I think it was about Waffle House, but who knows?
Buzzman.
That's a valid point. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Did you know that every Waffle House is designed to serve meals without power? So if there's like some kind of catastrophe, like a hurricane or whatever, and everything else goes out, Waffle House can still feed people when there's no power. Every single one is designed that way. So they're not gonna stop. The world ends, a meteor hits. They're like, dude, come in and fist fight and eat. We got you covered.
Yep. My brother just chimed in there. Thanks, Scott. Yeah, we made it. Okay. I'll talk to you soon, brother. Yeah.
Chuck, I thought you were moving to South Carolina. Is it North Carolina?
Not moving to either one.
No, not either one. He won't come to South Carolina because I live here, so he doesn't want to come here. So he's going to
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah, Greg. She is. She's all hidden in the bedroom. It's a suite that we're in, so she can go in there and watch TV. She doesn't have to put up with me.
You fancy, Chuck. He's starting to sound like a Mar. He's got Mercedes. You got a suite.
Yeah, I got a suite. Sweet.
Sweet.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be flying first class, man. These live streams are gonna take you to the top.
Yeah, I was flying first class when I was doing all the traveling because I had enough points. I got upgraded every flight I took. After it didn't take long with the number of flights I was taking.
You know who's got it figured out is actually the military. It's like, oh, if you want to go home, just jump on whatever one of these planes, I guess.
Yeah,
it will take you.
Yep.
Sit next to the tank. 90 degrees. It's actually cooler here, man.
Yeah, I checked the weather for Nashville this week and where I'm going. It's all up in the upper 90s. Gotta love that because up in Connecticut, we've already been down in the mid 40s at night.
What?
Yes.
Oh, that sounds
Welcome
beautiful.
to Connecticut.
That sounds beautiful.
Right now in Myrtle Beach, it's 79 degrees.
Hey, you know what, Jeff? We don't need you chiming in with how good you have it right now.
79.
It was a muggy mess in Kansas today. Super humid.
34 for Martin.
Where are you at? Greenland?
No.
All YouTube creators get a sweet. Chuck is always top shelf.
There you go. I mentioned it at the counter. And they gave me an extra bar of soap. But I'm a YouTube creator.
Here's a quick little funny bit. Me and my buddy, my senior year of high school, we had a bunch of wrestlers that went to state in Salina, Kansas, and it was sold out. Like all the hotels were sold, mostly to the schools for the wrestlers. The only room in Salina that was available for me and my buddy to go up to watch the state wrestling was the honeymoon suite, and there was a trashy heart-shaped hot tub in there. They had mirrors above the bed, and that was the only room. I was like, okay, we're gonna have to draw straws to see who gets to sleep on the floor. You know what I mean? That was that's expensive too, man. Man, I miss Motel 6 right now.
12 Celsius, David.
I don't know what 12 is. What's?
I don't know. I'm guessing it's like 40 degrees.
I know 0 and 100 Celsius. Hey, what's the temperature in Kelvin there, Mr. David Stewart?
Yeah.
12 degrees Celsius is 53.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
Now he's got it made. Right. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Where is David Stewart? Where are you at? In Scotland?
Up in Canada.
You
He's
got
up
to
in
start
Canada.
singing, "Oh, Canada." Da, 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 da.
285 Kelvin. I want to say smart A, but I'm watching my mouth because he actually threw a number out there.
No, Greg, Waffle House never runs out of waffles. Calgary, Alberta.
Well, I'll be. I've never been out of this country. I would like to go to Canada once. Everybody I know that has gone to Canada is like, dude, it's awesome. I'm like, I don't know why, but like, I believe you. Like, I don't know what's up there. I really don't.
Hey, you know what? You're absolutely right, Charles. I have seen that a lot lately, even up where I'm at, up in Connecticut. How does a chicken place run out of chicken? What do they sell? Sides?
I think they're switching over to pigeons.
Can I get?
Yeah.
Well, can I get a bucket of mac and cheese then? I guess.
So-
Or like, what do you have?
I used to go to Dunkin' Donuts up by the house where I live. I'd go to Dunkin' Donuts. I'd go there, 5 p.m. or something on the way to the house and think, I'll get a couple of donuts or get some donuts to take home, have donuts in the morning. I get there. I have like 3 or 4 different donuts that I like from Dunkin' Donuts. That's all. With all the donuts they make, there are only 3 or 4 that I care for. Anyway, got any? No. Got any? No. Got any? No. What do you have? And they'd have some, I don't know, some stupid donut left or whatever, peanut crumb or something. I don't know.
Pretzel donut.
And I'd say, well, how many of those do you have? Oh, we got a lot of those. Well, here's a tip. You don't have any chocolate donuts, but you got lots of them. Maybe make more chocolate and less of those donuts.
The market has spoken.
I'm not a marketing genius. However, I'm thinking that I've identified a problem here because this is like every night I come up here and it's the same thing. You got the crap donut, but you don't have any donuts that people want.
Maybe that's
you
why,
just
like,
don't take that many of those.
whenever you walk into the Dunkin' Donuts here, you walk in and they say, "Hi, welcome to Dunkin'." How appropriate, because you don't have any donuts. You just have Dunkin'. You don't have anything to dunk in.
Keyword in your branding: donut. Keyword: donut.
What am I?
There are no donuts.
What's supposed to get dunked? A straw into my coffee? You don't have anything. They have those disgusting breakfast sandwiches they can microwave for you.
But I do agree, because I did go to Kentucky Fried Chicken one night. This is a couple of months ago. And I thought, I'll pick up some chicken, take it home, whatever. And I get there. I get to the little wah, 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 wah. Well, can we help you? I said, yes, I want to get the 8-piece family thing or whatever. Well, I'm sorry, we're out of chicken. Really?
Why don't you put up some cones in your drive-thru then?
It's 5:30 in the evening and you're already out of chicken? Yeah.
You can't even do the dinner rush.
I mean, they didn't give me a reason. It was just a constant, we're sorry. Okay.
Do you serve hamburgers maybe?
I'm thinking turn the lights out and put the close sign up,
That's what I'm saying. Put some cones in the drive-thru lane so nobody comes through. You don't have anything.
Well, that was like 3 weeks ago. Outback Steakhouse had a sign that they didn't have any baked potatoes, and they're literally less than a mile away from a grocery store.
I went into the last time, and I mean the last time, I went into an Outback Steakhouse. I wanted a steak, and they said, "How'd you like that cooked?" I said, "Medium rare," and they said, "We're out of medium rare steaks." And I was like, "What?" they're like, "We're out of medium rare steaks," and I was like, "They're like, can I get you a medium?" And I was like, "No, I don't want a medium. I want a medium rare." And they said, "Well, we don't have any medium rare steaks." And I was like, "Do you have any rare steaks left?" And they said, "Yeah." I said, "Could you throw it on the grill for about 2 minutes on each side and get me a medium rare steak?" And they said, "No, we're out of medium rare steaks." I said, "I'll have a bloomin' onion, I guess."
Out of medium rare steaks. Oh, man.
That made me believe that everything was like sous vide in a bag and they just open it up and warm it up every time or something.
Hey, Jonathan, I agree with you. That's a Nikon play. We're out of those. But you just announced it. I know, but we're sorry. We didn't know that the demand would be so high.
We can deliver some original glazed in 6 to 8 months, unless you're a Dunkin' service provider member, in which case we can get you some glazed donuts by December.
Crazy. All right, Jeffrey. All right, folks. I think that's about it. I'm gonna get out of here. I don't know what Mama's got planned for tomorrow or whatever. I know I don't want to get up early, but
That's all
we
good,
shall.
Chuck. You need to enjoy your trip.
Yeah,
Don't worry about these cretins over in the chat. They're like, oh, why not next Saturday? You watch. You're gonna get some emails. Where are you, Chuck? I don't know what to do with my Saturday.
yeah. I'm glad everybody showed up tonight. No reminder out until right before the show, but I do plan on. I'll be on Wednesday. Well, unless something happens. I say that and something will happen, but I did plan on being on Wednesday afternoon for an hour. I don't know that we have anything planned for Wednesday.
Oh, Chuck, I wanted to ask because I missed it. How did the last photo review go? Did you get some good ones?
Yeah, we did. I'll tell you what. There is a lot of creativity and out here in the community. I'm really enjoying those. I was a little leery about doing it, but then everybody wanted to do it, so we threw
I
it
think they're a
together.
lot of fun. Did it flow a little better? Were you guys able to stick to the 2 minutes or so to comment?
Yeah, actually, we did, and it worked out well. So yeah, the next one is the first Saturday in October, which is I think October 1st or 2nd or something like that.
Good deal.
So yeah, do it again. I enjoyed. I like looking at all the different, especially since we don't pick a subject. I think it works out even better because you get to see so many different photos. Yeah. By the way, I am making good money with some of your all's photos.
That's what's keeping the channel going.
Won a couple of contests too. Really appreciate that. But no, it went well, Zach. I mean, a lot of great photographers out there, and that's what's fun. It inspires you too when you see so many different subjects and genres that through the review, looking at everybody's photos, and it just kind of inspires you. Hey, go do this or get out there and shoot some of that.
Well,
it's just a lot of fun.
Just like almost every skill set, whenever somebody totally when you feel like somebody bested you, or when you feel like somebody's really nipping at your heels, it pushes you to go out and do it even better. And I love that drive. Like whenever I see somebody, I'm like, why didn't at the group meetups, I'm like, why didn't I think of that? The next time I go out, I'm looking for that stuff,
Yeah. And I can't remember, was it Martin? I can't remember who had the photo that he took with using a black light or UV light at night. And man, that was just a stellar photo. It was so cool. So of course, I got to get me a UV light now so I can go try that.
Was he back in the last one? Because that guy submitted one on the first one that we did, or the last one that I was in.
Yeah,
that was a cool picture. That was that was really trippy. It's almost like abstract. Makes me want to get one too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you guys need to up your game on some of your photos because
Chuck actually recently received a commission, so he's going to need everybody to go
really
out
don't
and
like
shoot petunias.
I really don't like critiquing people's work. However, there are a few things that I've noticed that aren't selling well.
Guys, here's the thing. It's starting to affect Chuck's livelihood, so they have become critiques now. And
he's only been getting $10 a photo. He needs to get at least 20.
The first round ended up in a gallery. Okay, guys, the last round was at Walgreens on cards. Okay, we need to do better.
Hey, don't tell Mark Weston, but the Smithsonian asked for his photo, and of course, oh man. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys being in here tonight. Thanks for putting up with me. Should be around Wednesday, unless something comes up, because I had planned to take a break and just to get on for an hour or so. Next Saturday night is definitely out. I'll be having a ball with my grandkids and my kids, so that's priority, as you guys have already said, and I agree with you, and I'm listening to you. I'm not going to let this get in the way of that. But thanks for joining me tonight from Raleigh, North Carolina. All right.
Whoop, whoop.
Jeffrey, thank you very much. Everybody needs to check out, if you haven't, check out Jeffrey's page, Selective Imagery. Jeffrey's a great therapist, and my therapist is mad because Jeffrey's doing better than he is. Zach, ZWadePhoto.com. Make sure you check out ZWade Photo. Zach, glad to have you in here as well.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for the plug.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Thanks for putting up with us again.
And everybody, go like and subscribe to AP Studios.
Yeah,
like the stream.
I'd appreciate that. I really would. All right, gentlemen.
Makes him feel good.
It makes me feel good. It actually motivates me to keep doing it. That's why I keep, that's why I'm in here tonight. You guys motivate me. Anything over 3 likes and I'm happy.
I don't even get that on most of mine, Chuck. It's okay.
All right. All right, gentlemen,
guys.
Everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. See you guys probably Wednesday. If not, I'll put up a reminder saying that we're not going live on Wednesday as well. Jeff, take care, buddy. Z, take care. Appreciate you guys. Everybody go check out their pages. Check out Vahography. Touchlight Studio was in here earlier. And check out his YouTube page. He just did a review of the Z9 after 6 months shooting weddings and everything else. And that's Touchlight Studio. I think that I haven't seen his review yet, but I need to get over and check it out as well.
It's good. High quality.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay. I would expect nothing less from him. He just does a fantastic job. But anyway, all right, guys. David, have fun over in Europe. I know you're leaving tomorrow, I think you said. And for everybody else out there, Mazman, thanks for being in here. So you'll be in North Carolina next week for a couple of weeks. That's right. All right, man. All right, gentlemen. That's it from here. Thanks, everybody. God bless, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Take care, y'all.
Take it easy, everybody.
All right.